Hey guys, I'm Sanjay,
And I'm Ren.
and in this video we'll share 10 reasons why a Rivian is the best vehicle for overlanding. Yes, you heard correctly, a Rivian. We've been doing overlanding in a Rivian for about 3 years now, the R1T, the R1S, and we've done various car camping before that in a Nissan Frontier, an FJ Cruiser, even an Audi. And right now we've concluded that a Rivian is the best vehicle for overlanding.
We are aware that there are some drawbacks with using the Rivian as an overlanding vehicle. However, that's for another video. For now, let's get into the 10 reasons why the Rivian is the best vehicle for overlanding. And if you stick around till the end, we'll have some honorable mentions.
So what is overlanding?
Overlanding is defined as self-reliant adventure travel to remote destinations where the journey is the primary goal. So basically, camping, off-roading, remote travel.
Well, everybody knows it's really about your rig, your rooftop tent, and your fridge. Our fridge is not that cool. No pun intended. Reason number one, purpose built for adventure. Rivian was designed from the get-go to be an outdoor adventure vehicle. From the architecture, four-wheel drive system, the space inside, the eco-friendliness. There's also been this culture that Rivian has created. It feels like you're a part of a movement. We've always loved the outdoors, but owning a Rivian always encourages us to keep adventuring.
There are some nice additions like the camp speaker, camp mode, outlets, flashlights, and an air compressor. Even a basic spec Rivian is ready for adventure with no modifications needed. Reason number two, cheaper to run. Sometimes wanting to head out for a trip is hindered by the high price of gas. Since Rivian is an EV, it's cheaper to run than buying gas, and therefore you are more willing to go out. Compared to other overland rigs, charging the Rivian can be anywhere from half the cost to one-third or even free.
We had free Rivian network charging for about 2 years, and we took advantage and took a trip almost every month. One trip was over 2,000 miles, and we only paid $75 for charging when it would have cost us easily over $600 in gas for another car. Even now, there are some places that you can charge for free, like Yosemite, and there are some other parks and hotels that are available as well. We were in Yosemite Valley for about 4 days, and we drove over 260 miles just inside the park, and it didn't cost us a thing. Reason number three, the air suspension. This may be our favorite feature of the Rivian when it comes to overlanding. Camp mode is like the best. In this mode, you can automatically level the vehicle whenever you're parked. No more balancing your tires on rocks to level it, no more sleeping on uneven terrain. The air suspension greatly helps with driving on the road, lowering at speeds, and raising on demand to go off-road. When you have a rig that is stuck with a lift that's too high, yeah, it's great for off-roading, but in all other driving situations, the driving is sometimes compromised.
The air suspension can also be lowered to let you cook on the tailgate, pack the car, get on the roof, or just to get in the car. The most crucial reason for us is that it helps get the car in the garage with the tent still mounted and helps us to remove it immediately after each trip. We live in a condo and we can't park any of our vehicles outside, so this feature is a lifesaver. Most rigs with tents are forced to park outside with their rooftop tent, but not ours. Number four, power. Our Rivian has over 800 horsepower, which is more than you'll ever need, but it does come in handy at times. Many times, when you start adding weight, bigger tires, and more drag, you sacrifice power. You'll see other loaded rigs struggling to keep at speed on the highway or going uphill. With so much power, it's easier for the Rivian to go uphill with all the weight and make quick short passes on the freeway.
Y'all know the feeling. This is my last chance to pass this slow RV, or I'm going to be stuck behind it for a long time. Yeah, this Rivian will easily make those last minute vital passes. So yeah, it's encouraging to know that we can confidently go anywhere and maintain speed no matter how much weight, drag, hills, or slower cars we encounter. Reason number five, the driving dynamics. Kinda similar to the power is the driving and handling. With vehicles having bigger tires, more weight, and higher center of gravity, you now have to be very careful with how you drive and are forced to drive slower and more cautious. With all the gear that we carry, which is about 800 pounds, it's as if none of the Rivian's driving capabilities are altered. If you still like spirited driving, then you'll still enjoy your driving experience with the Rivian, even with all that weight on a mountain road. When you are driving long distances and long hours, it really helps if the vehicle is fun to drive. Reason number 6, stock off-road performance. This rig does really well off-road even in its stock form. Yes, many vehicles are good off-road, but not many have the versatility of the Rivian. You can alter the suspension height, it has great approach, departure, and breakover angles, and lots of power and torque. Because of its flat underbody, there are no hanging diffs, mufflers, or shock mounts that can get caught on rocks. It has great flex when off-road, and the air suspension helps on bumpy roads. All this is done in comfort and luxury. It can keep up with the best stock off-roaders out there and even some modified ones. It's pretty cool that it has a built-in air compressor as well.
Reason number 7, onboard power. Another favorite is having constant electricity available to power our devices. Most overlanders need some kind of power bank, inverter, solar panels, dual batteries, or even need to keep the rig running to have electricity. Rivian has power all the time to run appliances. We keep our fridge plugged in constantly, especially when we are away from the vehicle in warm weather. We can run a heated blanket or small electric heater during winter. All the other car features work when you need it, like windows, radio, outlets, AC, etc. With most other rigs, you have to turn the engine on first in order to power these features. Also, being able to set the interior climate and control it from your phone while being away is a plus. Reason number 8, storage. This Rivian is very spacious and has plenty of cargo room. We can take everything we need and not have to worry about if we have enough room. All this without hanging anything outside. We have all our tow ropes, traction boards, propane, fire pit, axe, shovel, extra water, all inside the vehicle. We only have the awning, tent, and water tank outside. All ski gear fits inside too. We've seen other rigs packed to the brim inside and out, and some have to remove seats just to fit everything. We have even taken other people and their belongings with us on our trips.
I know it looks cool with all that gear hanging outside, but having most things inside is just better for us. We don't have that extra wind noise or drag, or have our stuff exposed to the elements or being at risk of being stolen. With everything we carry, we can still stretch out and sleep inside if there's no place to camp or if there's really bad weather. The frunk especially is nice. Not only does it hold a lot, but it keeps all the dirty, wet, and smelly things outside of the cab. Reason number 9, the roof crossbars. I really like the Rivian crossbars. They're simple to remove and attach. They hold our tent, awning, and water tank. These crossbars enable us to remove everything after each trip, and it takes about 15 minutes. Most other rigs have to commit to keeping their roof rack on, with their tent or boxes and gear, and they have to carry that heavy thing around every day. We live in a condo, so being able to lower the car to get in the garage and remove everything after each trip is such a plus for us. The Rivian is my daily driver, so it's nice that the functionality of the crossbars allow it to go back to a regular car after each trip.
Reason number 10, tailgate hatch. Unlike many SUVs, this Rivian has a split gate. It secures our stuff when we open the tailgate and allows us to have quick access to the rear when we have the bikes on the back. The bottom gate is useful when we need a quick flat surface to meal prep when charging. We sit on it at times and stand on it all the time to close the rooftop tent. It helps quite a lot when loading the car as well. Seems like you made it to the end, so here are our honorable mentions. First off, quietness. I like that we can drive in late at night to a campsite without drawing attention or bothering other people. It's also satisfying to silently drive off-road in nature.
And finally, over-the-air updates. In a way, the Rivian is constantly improving as an overlander. As time goes by, more camping and off-road features are being added. So there you have it. So if you're wondering what's the best all-around vehicle for overlanding, the Rivian, this is it.